This is the Smithsonian American Art Museum's Indie Arcade. It's our second year running. It has more indies than before. It has more classic arcades than before. Video games, in my opinion, very much do belong here among the artworks as a form of new media.
A natural part of a lot of medium's evolutions are that moment where people don't think they're artistically important, but something somewhere happens that the light goes on and people realize, this is art.
For a really long time, photography was not accepted as a form of fine art because it was, technological and it was commercial. And I think you see a very similar thing happening with video games where people want to push it away from the art world.
It happened with film in the early 20th century. The mid 20th century, people thought comics were the root of all evil. And now we know of many examples of both those mediums that are very artistic. So games are having that moment right now.
Being a part of the Smithsonian American Art Museum offers this opportunity for us to help people understand the medium of game design and to help them understand how we can do really novel things within games. And that's part of the theme that we're trying to unpack.
There are some really great games here. We have a lot of Oculus Rift, virtual reality stuff going on, which is pretty spectacular.
We brought a game called Big Huggin', and the way Big Huggin' works is you hug a giant teddy bear past his obstacles. So when he gets stuck on a rock, you have this 32-inch stuffed bear you hug, and he lifts himself over the rocks. And so the idea is to help people see lots of different ways we can play.
It is so cool to see parents who were playing the original Pac-Man in the arcades, having their young kids getting to experience that as well.
It's inspiring and exciting. I love to see the energy that young people have when they're playing these games. At the same time, I love to see the intergenerational connection. The fact that you've got two generations that are 30, 40 years apart, and they look at it and they say, wow, this is great. I know Pac-Man, you know Pac-Man now. Let's go play this new game. And they can talk about them and share that dialogue.